Jumping is scary. When you first jump, your parachute is not going to open right away. I would love to tell you that it would, that when you quit your job, you'll just have a shop full of clients. It ain't gonna happen. The chute don't ever open right away. You gonna get some skin tore off you on them rocks. At times it's gonna feel like it's an uncontrollable tumble. But let me tell you this, if you don't ever jump, your parachute will never open. You will never soar. Now you'll be safe. You'll sit there with that parachute on your back, all them skills you got and your skills you got, and you'll have it packed away, and you'll never get cut up on the rocks. Don't jump and you'll never get cut up. But if you do not jump, you will never soar. You will never soar. You will never soar. You will never soar. You'll never know. You'll never know, man. You may be the greatest hairstylist ever lived, but you ain't gonna know unless you jump. I would jump, man. I would jump. Should take a chance.
See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream as we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out. No one, ladies and gentlemen, could have convinced me when I started out just over 6 years ago working on my dream. And I want you to think about whatever your dream is, because I was willing to take a chance. And most people won't do that. Most of the people that you talk to try and bring them into the business, these are not risk takers. Most people have done all that they're ever going to do. They raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. In the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you're greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim.
Make good choices, good things happen. Feed what I want to do, feed where I want to go, starve the negativity, starve the destructive behavior. It'll die. What I feed grows. The greatest tool you and I have as people, and this is what makes us unique beyond every other living being entity that has a heartbeat on this planet. Every other animal, every other germ, every other specimen, I don't care what's out there that's a living organism. What makes you and I unique is whatever we put our time and our focus into grows. What we feed will build, and what we starve will die. Time and focus are the most two valuable tools we have as people. Because if I can learn to focus my time on something and my energy and my intention on something, it will magnify. If I take that magnifying glass and I put it on that piece of paper with that sun, the time and the focus will burn that thing up. And everything that you face in your life is the exact same way. You don't have to be the most qualified. You don't have to be the most gifted. You don't have to be the most talented. I don't care what your past has been. I don't care what you have been through. Begin to take control, put your time, your focus, and the energy on the objectives that you want to create for your life, and go get it. And I don't care about anybody's negativity around you. Drown them out. Be the shark around that prey. You circle that thing over and over again, and you don't let anything distract you. I promise you, that's what I did, man. I wrote those words, change the world. And I said it every single day. I want to take ownership of my life, and I'm going to make choices that build and don't tear down. I developed 5 habits in my heart and my mind. It's a whole other talk that I can get into. I'm not going to get into too much, but let me hit a few points. But every day I started to say, if I can live a life of transparency, accountability, which means I'm going to talk, I'm going to allow mentors and coaches into my life. I can't do this on my own. I need community. We were born to live in relationship with people. None of us are an island. That causes me to live transparent. I've got to be willing to talk about my stuff, even though it's super uncomfortable sometimes, even though sometimes I don't trust people, even though sometimes I don't feel like people always have my best interest in mind. I'm not telling you to air your mare out there to anybody, but there are people in your life that you've got to allow to lean on. Transparency is a powerful tool because it also causes you to process and for you to think. I talk to people not because I need you to always give me a great answer. I talk to people because I believe in the human mind, and we are freaking geniuses. Every single one of you in here, man, you are a genius. You have the ability to process, to think, to decision make, to create. You are a unique, very unique person.
See, in your life, you're going to get what you tolerate. Stop tolerating for these people who have believed in you all your life, an inferior life for you. Stop allowing God to bless you and give you all this giftedness and opportunity and settle and tolerate less. For those babies that are sitting here with you, your children and grandchildren, stop being willing to tolerate less for them. Don't tolerate it anymore. Yeah, you got to give it your best, but it starts with making a decision that this is over. I don't tolerate this life anymore. Pretty good's not good enough for my family. Pretty good's not good enough for my grandmother. Pretty good's not good enough for my grandpa, my parents, my future children. Pretty good ain't gonna get it done for this family. Now I hope you hear them whispering to you, he's right. You can do this. You're great. You're special. You were born for a reason. I hope you can feel that. Life's gonna give you ultimately what you'll fight for. See, how many of you have children? Raise your hands. Me too. I got Max and Bella at home. You ever notice when you go to a Little League game when they were playing their sport, how there's all those kids on the field, but who do you see? You see yours. It's almost like the other kids are barely there. You're like, yeah, they're cute kids. Where's mine, right? Don't you do that? Or you go to a play at Christmas time, the Christmas pageant for your daughter or your son, and all the kids are up there singing. Who are you watching sing the whole time? Your little baby. And how much you hope and believe their life is going to be special and great, and you want them to be happy and fulfilled and confident, don't you? Yes? I'm going to give you a secret. Your kids look at you like that. Your children look at you. All they see is you. They don't see the other parents. They don't see the other people. They look at you. They want you to be happy, you to be special, you to live your dreams. They want that for you. In fact, they want it more because what you do opens the gates for them in their minds to think about what they can do. So you have an even bigger responsibility. You can't tolerate it. See, you can't go to your children and say, you can be whatever you want. Because what if they look back at you and say, well, Daddy, if I can be whatever I want, if I can do anything, how come you haven't? How come you and Mommy haven't? You don't want them to think that about you. We've all gotten to an age, haven't we, in our lives where we figured out we love our parents dearly. But we figured out who they are, haven't we? Good, bad, and indifferent. Your children are going to figure out who you are. They're going to grow to an age where they know. Maybe they already have. And you know what? This is your shot to change it. They're always going to love you, but they can be proud of you. Your kids are going to have heroes. Why not that hero be you? At any age, you could turn that around. At any time, you could turn that around. I want to challenge you to do that. I want this to fill you. I want you to think about it. I want it to move you. I want it to energize you. And when you get weak, when someone quits, when an appointment cancels, when some Yahoo tells you you shouldn't be doing this and you're not good enough or there's something better, whatever they tell you, you remember why you're doing it. I want to sow it into you right now. I want you to know why you're doing this. And it's those people. Life will only give you what you'll fight for.